everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kendra. Consider subscribing with the red subscribe button below if you haven't already, and be part of the Ray Yoga community. Today's yoga video is for the back. We'll work on mobility and strength, so whenever you're ready, let's get started. Be comfortably hip-width apart, grounding deeply into all 10 toes. Elongate the spine, crown of the head lengthening up towards the ceiling. Allow the arms to lengthen down towards your torso. Turn the palms to face forward. A very soft bend in the knees. Find a neutral pelvis for you. Slightly drawing the navel in. Allow the eyes to close or the gaze to be soft for a moment. Draw your attention into your body, giving this time for yourself and giving it your full attention. Starting to elongate the inhalation and exhalation. Ideally, if you can, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Next time you inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Turn the palms to face one another. Allow the tops of the shoulders to soften. Draw the navel slightly in. Keep grounding into the feet. Move the hips slightly towards the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, curve the torso towards the left. Keep the weight evenly distributed through both feet. And even though we're curving towards the left side body, still maintain length in the left side. So imagine that you're going up and over a ball. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, shifting the hips towards the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softly curve the torso towards the right. Keep both hip bones pointing forward, both shoulders pointing forward. Inhale, come back through center. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Reach up with the arms. Allow the shoulders to come up towards the ears. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Inhale, arms up, shoulders up towards the ears. Reach up. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up, shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Slowly release the arms down. Inhale, carry the arms up overhead once again. Exhale, hinging from the hips, take the torso, fold it forward over the legs. Soften into a forward fold. Let the arms dangle down towards the mat. Soften the back of the neck. Bend deeply into the knees, soften the low back. You could softly sway from left to right a couple times back and forth. Pausing at center, take the right hand onto the left elbow, left hand onto the right elbow. Move the chin from left to right. Pausing at center. Exhale, release the hands. Bend the knees as much as you have to ground both palms onto the mat. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. Exhale, release both knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Shift the weight slightly forward, grounding into the palms. Exhale, bend the elbows. Keep the elbows towards the side body. Slowly release the front body all the way onto the mat. Chest and forehead resting on the floor. Ground the palms onto the mat. Keep the elbows hugging in towards the torso. Ground the tops of the feet onto the mat. Ground the front of the pelvis onto the mat. Draw the navel slightly in. Inhale. Lift the forehead and the chest off of the mat. Using your back muscles here, soften the tops of the shoulders. Exhale, release the chest and the forehead onto the mat. Take the hands as wide as your mat. Ground the fingertips onto the floor. Now the elbows are pointing out towards the sides. Ground the tops of the feet, front of the pelvis onto the mat. Draw the navel in. Inhale, lift the forehead and the chest off the mat, peeling up. Exhale, slowly release down. Inhale, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Entire spine lengthening. Exhale, release down. Ground the hands back onto the mat. Elbows hug in towards the torso. Tuck your toes. Good. Inhale, press into the palms. Press yourself up onto the hands and knees. Take the palms so they're underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Exhale, tuck your pelvis, round your spine, move the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, allow the sit bones to rise, belly drops, chest and head lengthen forward. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Good. Follow your breath. Take this time to start to connect your movement to your breath. One more in each direction. Awesome. Pause in a neutral spine. Ground deeply into the right hand. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Find this movement in the spine, happening predominantly through the thoracic, so the mid-back. Exhale, ground the left hand onto the mat. Grounding into the left hand, inhale, lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. Feeling the movement in the spine. The arm is just the extension of the spine twisting. Exhale, ground the right hand. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, ground the left hand. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, ground the right hand. Pausing here. Sit back onto your heels. Crown of the head lifting up towards the ceiling. Move the legs towards the left or the right. It doesn't matter, just so that they get out of the way and you can sit in a cross-legged position. Good. Take the hands behind the head. Allow the elbows to open up nice and wide. Grounding into the sit bones, elongate the spine. Exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest. Move the elbows down. Now be very mindful here that you're not pulling on the neck with the hands on the back of the head. The hands are simply and softly resting on the back of the head. Inhale, bring the neck back to neutral. Open up the elbows nice and wide. Now take the gaze to look up towards the ceiling and take the chin to move up towards the ceiling, extending the neck back. Exhale, bring the neck back to neutral. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest, elbows drop down. Now allow the rest of the spine to follow, rounding the whole spine. Inhale, lengthen up. Allow the elbows to open up wide. Take the gaze to look up towards the ceiling. Extension in the spine. Exhale, slowly drop the chin down towards the chest. Allow the rest of the spine to round. Elbows drop down. Inhale, lengthen up, elbows open up wide. Take the gaze, look up towards the ceiling, extend the spine. Exhale down. So now move at your own pace. Follow your breath. Every time you inhale, lengthen the spine, reaching. Every time you exhale, rounding down. Notice where you feel any restrictions, or notice where maybe it feels really good and you'd like to pause there. Feel free to do that. Find what feels best for you. Allow yourself to do one more in each direction. And when you're done, exhale, find a neutral spine. Carefully release the arms. Take the fingertips on the mat beside the body. Inhale, open up the arms parallel. Turn the palms to face forward. Now drop the arms slightly down so the arms are on a diagonal and turn all 10 fingers to point back towards the back wall. Opening up through the chest and the arms, breathing deeply. Inhale, carry the arms up overhead. Exhale, twisting with the torso towards the left. Take the right hand onto the left knee. Left hand out behind you. Ground the palms or the fingertips onto the floor. As you exhale, softly twisting towards the left. Exhale, unwind back through center. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, quarter turn with the torso towards the right. Release the left hand onto the right knee, right hand out behind you. Use the right palm or fingertips on the floor to help elongate the spine. And as you exhale, softly twist towards the right. Exhale, come back through center. Awesome, uncross the legs, straighten the legs out in front of you. Come closer towards the front of your mat, bend the knees, ground the feet. Take the palms behind the thighs. Exhale, nice and slow, release the back body all the way down onto your mat. When you get there, hug the knees in towards the chest. You could softly rock from side to side, massaging the low back. Exhale, release the legs onto the mat, ground the feet, knees are bent, release the arms down towards your torso, ground the palms onto the floor. Good. Inhale, lift the feet off the mat, bending the knees, grounding into the hands. Bend the knees all the way up towards the chest and then up towards the forehead. Place the hands onto the low back, right above the pelvis. Grounding the elbows and the shoulder blades onto the mat. Inhale, lift the legs all the way up towards the ceiling. So being very mindful in this position, if you feel a lot of pressure in your head or your neck, make sure that you come out of this position and then reevaluate your posture. You want to feel this in your arms. No pressure in the head or the neck. If this is too much, feel free to stay right here with the knees bent, or even just with the knees hugging in towards the chest. Take one more breath. Exhale, bend the knees towards the forehead if the legs were lifted. Ground the hands onto the mat. Nice and slow. Use your core to slowly release the back body onto the floor. When you get there, hug the knees back in towards the chest if you're not already there. Exhale, release the legs, release the arms. You can release the legs all the way down onto the floor. Arms lengthening down towards your torso, turn the palms to face the ceiling. If you're feeling any discomfort in the low back with your legs all the way down onto the floor, feel free to have the knees bent, feet grounded. Close the eyes. Allow the body to soften. Bring your attention to your body. Give your body a big thank you for the movements that it did today in practice. And when the time feels right, you can move on to your day or evening. Thank you for joining me.